Hey there, today I have another EFT tapping video for you, and this is to release the fear of failure. Hey there, Marguerita here, conscious mindset coach, business strategist, and lightworker from Pitbull, and founder and creator of the Wealth Consciousness Movement. And today I have another EFT tapping video for you that is all about letting go of the fear of failure. This is one of the biggest blocks for people. And yes, failure can be really uncomfortable. But here is the inconvenient truth. The fact is that if you want to succeed in anything, including being wealthy, being successful, achieving anything great, then you're going to have to embrace failure, because failure is an inevitable part of the process. You must fail your way forward. Not everything you do is going to work out the way you want it to. In actual fact, 90% of the actions that you take are not going to result in the desired outcome. That is just the way it works. Now, in society, we have been taught and indoctrinated to stigmatize failure. And then we go, well, if I fail, then I'm a failure. Rubbish. Nothing could be further from the truth. This simple lie, this falsehood, has caused so many people to die with their dreams still stuck inside. Do you want that to be you? No, of course you don't. We want to bring your dreams to life, yes? Now let's look at where this fear of failure might have come from. Yes, it's come from your environment. It's come from the influences that you were in your life and the things that were demonstrated to you, because we are a product of our environment. So it comes through the experiences that you've had. It comes through the things that are demonstrated to you by your family members, by the authorities in your life, by the media, by all the things that we are exposed to. And look, we are exposed to a hell of a lot. So at some point, you have created this story that failure is a bad thing. Failure means that I'm a failure. Failure makes me feel bad. But the honest to God truth is, failure is just feedback. Failure just means that what you did didn't work. There was something in what you did that wasn't quite the right formula. That's inevitable. Now, unless you're a brain surgeon, failure is okay. And even brain surgeons, you know what? They don't start on human beings. They start working on some sort of animal. And whether you agree with that or whether you don't, they eventually progress to humans. And then what do? They have supervision. They will have a really competent brain surgeon standing behind them. No, don't touch that. No, don't do that. You don't touch that, because that's part of this part of the brain, and you do not want to touch that part of the brain. So do you see what I mean? So there's potential failure in everything. There's always potential failure. Even brain surgeons get it wrong. But of course, we're not doing brain surgery here. So it's okay. It's okay to fail. It's in time for you to embrace failure and know that there is nothing that defines you, including failure, unless you allow it to. A mistake is just a mistake. You get to go again. Do you see what I mean? So instead of brain surgeons, let's look at gold medal athletes. Do you think when they started their journey as an athlete that they were winning every single competition that they went in, that they were just shining above everybody else? No, of course they weren't. They had to go through the process of entering in competitions, of running races or doing whatever it is that they do and losing, maybe sometimes coming last, and then developing their skill sets, developing their confidence, developing their mindset, and developing their strength and all those characteristics that go with a gold medal athlete. And guess what they had to do that? They trained and they trained and they trained and they trained relentlessly. So it's okay to fail. It doesn't mean anything about you except that you had a go, you had a crack. And that is something to be really, really proud of. So every time you fail, be proud of yourself because you gave it a go. All right, so let's get into the tapping now that I've given you that little pep talk. So I want you to think of your fear of failure. And maybe there is an instance or a circumstance where you got something wrong or you failed at something and you were made to feel bad about that. So we don't start out with a fear of failure. We are conditioned into a fear of failure. So if you have a specific instance that you can remember, maybe in your childhood or wherever it might have been in your life that was particularly humiliating, you felt ashamed, you felt like you just wanted to crawl into a hole and die, have a look at that and then bring that to mind. And how is that impacting you as far as your willingness to take massive action and go all in now? The point of doing this is because you want to, whatever your goals and dreams are, and I hope they are big, I hope they are huge, you want to go all in. You want to give it everything you've got. You want to be willing to fail your way forward until you achieve that outcome. You want to have a can-do, no matter what, whatever it takes kind of attitude. You want to make those dreams non-negotiable. You hear me? So just think about that resistance that you have. It's just resistance. The fear of failure on a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is that for you? Okay, make a note of that number, write it down, but make sure that you have that number in your mind, that you know exactly what it is, because we're going to do another assessment after we've done the tapping, right? Tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I'm afraid to fail, because I'll feel like a failure, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though I'm afraid to fail, I'm afraid to look like an idiot, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept who I am and how I feel right now. This fear of failure. I failed in the past, and it was really painful. It was humiliating. I just wanted to crawl into a hole. I felt like a failure. This fear of failure. Failure is so awful. I hate failure. I hate feeling like a failure. If I fail, I'm a failure. I want to avoid failure at all cost. Because I failed before. And it was just awful. I felt awful. I felt humiliated. I felt so tiny. I hate failure. Failure feels awful. I'm really afraid to fail. I really don't want to fail. This fear of failure. I don't want to try because I don't want to fail. I have this deep fear of failure. Okay, deep breath. And release it. Oh, deep breath. And let it out. Okay, awesome. On a scale of 0 to 10, how intense is that fear of failure? We're going to do another couple of tapping rounds, so stick with me. But firstly, I want to talk about the conscious wealth revolution. If you are enjoying this content, then please like and subscribe, comment below, let me know what your takeaway is. That will be a big favor for me. And if you are ready for more exclusive content that will inspire you and empower you and help you to be the best possible version of you, then I have a new platform called the Conscious Wealth Revolution. It is an incredible community and social media platform that is just $10 a month US. You get access to loads of exclusive content that is all about helping you to be the best possible version of you and rewiring your brain for money, wealth, abundance, and success. You will get get to connect with like-minded people and enjoy something that's inspiring and uplifting and empowering. So come and join us. Set a fire under your dreams in the Conscious Wealth Revolution. It is just $10 US a month. The address is on your screen right now, or the link is in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you in there. Now let's get on with some more tapping. So what we're going to do is start by tapping on the inside of the eye. Repeat after me. I destroy and uncreate this fear of failure. I destroy and uncreate the false belief that if I fail, I'm a failure. I destroy and uncreate all the negative beliefs I have around failure. I destroy and uncreate feeling like a failure. I destroy and uncreate this fear of failure. I destroy and uncreate all the limiting decisions that I made about that time that I failed. I destroy and uncreate this fear of failure. I destroy and uncreate that if I fail, I'm a failure. I destroy and uncreate feeling like a failure. I destroy and uncreate the false belief that I'm a failure. I destroy and uncreate this fear of failure. I destroy and uncreate this fear of failure. Okay, deep breath. And let it out. Okay, we aren't done yet. We're going to do a positive tapping around embracing failure as feedback. Firstly, though, I want you to rate that fear on a scale of 0 to 10. That fear of failure, how intense is it now? It's dropping, isn't it? Do you know that the more you get in, the more things that you try, the more you are setting yourself up for success? Yes, of course, it would be kind of nice if we could just go, oh, I tried this thing and it worked, and now I'm just really rich, famous, and successful, and life is just hunky-dory. Do you really think that works that way, though? Of course it doesn't. It's a bit like wishing that you could go to the gym once and just shed 20 kilos and look like a supermodel. It's not going to happen, at least not in the world that we live in right now, in this 3D reality. Maybe when we shift into the 10th dimension, I don't know, maybe we won't even have to deal with those kinds of challenges. Who knows? I'm not there yet. I'm working my way into it. But, you know, wanting to be wealthy and successful overnight without any effort on your part, without striving for something, without unlocking the greatness and the power that you have within you, do you realize that you are an infinitely powerful being? Do you realize you are capable of achieving anything you mind to? Do you realize how amazing, how brilliant, how incredible you truly are? Now, when you show up and you strive and you take action and you are willing to get it wrong and learn your way forward, that is amazing. Do you realize that is a gift? That is a freaking gift, man. So go back to the gold medal athlete. Just say that you decided that you wanted to be a gold medal swimmer. So you know how to swim, but you've never really trained. And you could save your life if you needed to, but you're not that great. But you sign up for a competition, you sign up for the Olympics, you get on the team, you don't do any training, you just show up on the day, you jump in and you win. And there's the gold medal. It might feel good fleetingly, but you didn't have to work for it. You didn't have to do the training. You didn't have to improve yourself. You didn't have to do anything. You just showed up and they gave you the gold medal. Do you understand that that is not really satisfying to your spirit, because your spirit yearns for growth and expansion? It yearns for challenge. Your spirit yearns for challenge, because the more challenges you face, the more you expand, the more problems you overcome, the more you build your belief in yourself, the more satisfying and fulfilling this life is. Unfortunately, we have been indoctrinated into this state of comfort. So we're just going to stay in our little comfort zone and we're not going to try anything because we're too afraid to do anything. We're afraid of, we have this fear of change, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment and criticism, fear that we'll get it wrong, fear that we're not good enough, fear that something bad is going to happen, fear of loss. All these fears that are kind of like weighing us down. This is why I love EFT tapping, is because I want you to be the best version of you. I want you to be wealthy and successful. I truly do. Because I know that as a conscious spiritual being, you will help to make the world a better place. So let's shed the fear of failure, any fear that you might have, together with EFT. So you can use this technique, when you identify any fear, you can use it yourself. You don't need me. You don't need these tapping videos. Just identify the fear and tap on it. That's how amazing EFT is. That's why I love it so much. The more tapping you do, the more amazing the results will be. If you show up here once a month and do a tapping video and then forget about it for the next month, that is the same thing as showing up to the gym once a month and expecting to look like a supermodel. It's the same thing, man. This needs to be a constant practice. Do you know how long I've been doing EFT tapping? 15 years. And I do it most days. Not every day, but I do it most days. I always do some practice that helps me expand my mind, that helps me to become the best version of me. Journaling, vision board, mind movies. I don't do meditation so much, but I do sort of deep breathing and those kinds of things. And positive affirmations. Do it all. Okay, so enough of the pep talk. Let's get back into the tapping. I choose to know that failure is just feedback. I choose to embrace failure and know that it's a part of my journey to success. I choose to fall in love with failure because failure is just feedback. Failure doesn't mean anything about me. It just means that I had a go. And it didn't work out. So I get to try again. I love failing my way forward. I love temporary failure. I embrace temporary failure because failure is just feedback. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the learning process. Failure is a part of becoming the most powerful version of me. So I choose to embrace failure. I choose to fall in love with failure. I love that as I fail my way forward, I am setting myself up for success. Failure is not a terminal illness. Failure is a temporary condition that means that I gave it a go. So I choose to embrace failure and fail my way forward fast so I can achieve the wealth and success that I want. Okay, deep breath. And release it. Oh. Okay, scale of 0 to 10. How much are you afraid to fail now? I know, right? Isn't this technique absolutely amazing? I love tapping so much. It always elevates my frequency and vibration. So if you are ready, if you're a conscious, impact-driven entrepreneur and you are ready to accelerate your journey to get from where you are to where you want to be, and you would like to know how I can help you with my coaching programs, then book a strategy call with me. What we're going to do is we're going to look at where you are, where you want to be, why you might be stuck in your business and not getting the results that you want. And I will help you to create a unique strategic action plan that will help you to really accelerate your progress. And then we can discuss how I can help you to implement that plan and accelerate and get on the fast track to achieving your goals and dreams, because I'm on a mission to inspire and empower as many conscious, impact-driven entrepreneurs as possible to build wealth, because I know together we can change the world. So if you're ready for that kind of fast track, then book a strategy call with me. I look forward to chatting with you very, very, very soon. And I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Until next time, take care and bye for now.